what's it like whenever you have a book like this, and are you talking to other stores and being like, hey, I know you've done signings at other stores, and like, what is the process like for you to kind of get out there, because you have a store yourself,
Right.
so how do you get stores interested in
A lot of the
picking up
ones
the
I
book?
do now, they're friends of mine, like Eddie D'Angelini
Yeah.
and Kristen, who run Heidi Ho.
Mm-hmm.
There's a store, Nowhere Comics and Games.
Mm-hmm.
Timmy, who runs Arsenal.
Yeah.
I want to do Isotope. I haven't been. It's just so far away. But yeah, they're friends of mine that are retailers, and I think they run some of the best shops out there.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, like, yeah, I just call them and pick a date, and say we're doing a tour, and put a little 6-month tour together. And I think this one here, number 5. And yeah, that was like the tour schedule for that year. We did Earth 2. They're really nice.
And then
Elusive Comics up in, that's Anna's store.
And
so Anna Warren Cabrian, I think, is how you say her last name.
so when you're going out to these stores, what's the process like for, like, I know you have these relationships, but if you weren't, how would you like someone to approach you and say, hey, listen, I would love to sign there. We have a new concept. Like, what kind of advice would you give when it comes to getting in at different stores and getting your book on the shelves?
I think if you can go in and meet the owner at a time when the owner isn't overwhelmed with too much
not on
work.
a Wednesday.
Not on Tuesday, not on Wednesday. Shake hands, maybe leave a copy of the book behind for them to peruse and look at. I mean, for me, like, when people come in, I have a calendar at the store, so I always tell people, come in, we'll look at the calendar, we'll pick a date. I give the creators 100% of their sales because I know what it's like.
Of course,
to sell
you've lived
10
it.
books,
yeah,
and then make $20 as opposed to 10 books and make
$1.50. Yeah.
So, but I understand most shops are not going to do that. Most shops are going to split 50-50. Some stores do consignment, some don't. But yeah, I mean, that's really the best advice. Don't be a jerk. Be nice. Be friendly. Believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Do your part to promote it as well, because I've had some signings where I did promote, but for whatever reason, the signing doesn't really
take off, or it's interesting because I know a lot of people who don't want to promote to the people around them, and they're like, no, like, it's a comic book store for that reason. I'm going to sell to your customers. I'm not going to sell to people I know. But the truth is, the people that love you and want to support you,
right? And
you should go out to them, because those are the people who should be reading your book, because then there can be, if you're closer to someone, you're going to champion their book and be like, hey, have you checked out Guns A-Blazing? It's like, yeah, my buddy Mike did it. It's awesome. Him and Rafa totally told such a fun story, and it's like they time travel, and it's cowboys, and it's right up your alley,
Right.
And that's kind of the process.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, one does not beget the other. Like, they should promote to their friends and their fan base,
and they should still use the people who come in the store and picking up books
that
day.
Yeah, so totally. Yeah, it's a win-win, right?
It is, absolutely. Win-win or no one.
You've done signings at the shop.
I have.
What's your experience been like between signing at the Comic Bug as opposed to maybe some, and don't name names, but other stores that you've signed at?
I've had great experiences all across industry, and sometimes it's the store could be, you don't sign on the right day, you don't sell, you're not in the, if they put you way in the back and the register was up front, no one's going to go to the back to, like, introduce yourself. But if you put you behind the register and it's an add-on sale or something, people will be like, oh yeah, sure, I'll check it out, no problem. And so it's I've had just great experiences overall at the Comic Book. I've signed there many times, and I loved it every time. And I've done free comic book day signings with at the pavilion, and you just throw a great event. You get the people to show up and get people excited about Free Comic Book Day. Because
are you still making comics? Or
of course.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
no,
right.
that's
Cool.
I am always making comics, and it's one of my passions. I'm like you. I'm just gonna be.
I know you're kind of overseeing like some of Brian Buccellato's stuff.
Yeah, we've done Sons of the Devil together, and with Kyle Higgins, we've done Hadrian's Wall and Alex Siegel, Rod Rice, and
you're making a lot of comics.
we're trying. It's always a passion, and to me, it's not it's not a sprint, it's a marathon.
Yeah,
I love what I'm doing, and if it takes me 300 years, I'll be gone, but I love what I'm doing, the whole process, and that's it for me. I love it.